Hi, Maria Huntoon here of Maria G. Huntoon Canine Consulting Services. The video you just saw was of me and Goose doing some basic obedience of sit, down, and drop it. I did use a food lure, which I always teach clients is like a magnet at the puppy's nose. This way we are teaching the pup how to come into position by moving his body where we are directing him to be by using the food lure rather than physically pushing or manipulating the pup into position. Then it's not using the same parts of his brain because he's not actively participating, he's just being pushed into position. And then obviously with the food lure, he's more motivated to also do what we are teaching him to do, where he's feeling like it's fun to practice these new commands as opposed to feeling forced to do these commands under any sort of duress or verbal or physical manipulation. The future of what we're going to work on with Goose, because he is so excitable in these positions and just in general, is working on building that duration. So continuously going from maybe a 1 second duration to being able to have 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, building his way up and practicing these behaviors of sit and down, particularly in a bunch of different environments, a bunch of different situations with a variety of distractions. That way Goose can learn, I can do my sit and my down here, there, and anywhere. He can really have that as a solid skill instead of knowing it only situationally. And then as far as the drop it, because he has already started showing a tendency not towards resource guarding yet, but he is hesitant to give up his items. He'll just kind of stop and stare and decide whether or not that's a good idea. So building drop it by using the food lure can help Goose understand that we like to share, that it's very rewarding. I'm going to get something greater if I work with mom in terms of dropping the item I have in my mouth instead of trying to fight with her on it, growl at her, or run away with it. She's not going to come and pry my jaws open and take it out. It's actually way more fun for me to let go of it, and then I can get a nice reward in place of that. So right now we are using the food lure with drop it, and then the more we practice, we will ask him to drop it first and then reward him after he lets go of it. So that is our plan for Goose, our 4.5-month-old golden retriever, in terms of our obedience of sit, down, and drop it.